Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
assholeconsulting.com. Go there if you have a question. A young man writes, "Hi, Cappy. I'll just get to the point. I fucked up. I'm 27, have been going to college for about 9 years. Yeah, you fucked up, done good. And the only thing I have to show for it is $39,000 in debt, a technical degree in phlebotomy, which is how do you stick needles in people and draw blood, and a long list of failures. I started as a music major and did that for 2 years. I almost got perfect scores in school." Well, yeah, because that's like having a pulse. Music isn't a real degree. But there was no way I would be successful. I decided to go into healthcare and spent about 1.5 years to graduate with a phlebotomy technical certificate. I only had about $8,000 in debt at this time, and I should have just stopped there. See, yeah, you should have. However, I believe the follow your heart... Oh, where'd it go? Follow your passion line and decide to go in psychology, become a counselor. 3 years into this, I realized that the job outlook was horrible for counselors. I then compounded the problem by trying to become a fitness trainer. I went down to get a coaching certification in Tennessee. Can you just say, "Oh, I'm in shape, I want to become a personal trainer"? And the waitress at the restaurant I went to had a degree in fitness and nutrition and couldn't find work. I then cut my losses after hearing many such stories and investigating the statistics. I read your book, Enjoy the Decline, about this time in my life, but I didn't believe you. Oh, why do you guys have no faith in the asshole who has a random YouTube channel on the interwebs? Huh? Why can't you have faith in me? I thought that I could still have a great career, and I didn't think that university could be that bad if I chose the right major. It is true. You just kept choosing the wrong major. I decided to go into neuroscience and get my PhD. There it is. This brings me to today. I have been taking classes for a year. I got a 4.0 GPA by taking biology, chemistry, Japanese, and research methods along with other subjects. Look at that. Okay, so you ain't dumb by a long shot. I even took advantage of opportunities to assist a psychology professor with research on genetically altered mice. I thought I was golden, but then I saw the political environment and the crap that passes for science authored by researchers with a clear political agenda. I lost friends due to debates about feminism and social justice. Dude, you don't, in academia, you suck the almighty leftist dick. Okay, that's it. You don't bring up, and it sounds like you brought it up, you're trying to get in debates. You don't argue with them. You keep your head low, you shut the fuck up. Yes, the Democrats are great. No, there's never enough money for education. We could never get enough grant money. No, everybody's research is just as valid as yours. That's how you play the game, especially if you're going to get a PhD. Getting into the higher academic positions is a political game. Okay, so you wanted to teach. You didn't actually want to do anything important, like work for Merck or Abbott Labs or actually advance the science in the field of neurology, did you? You just want to become a teacher and teach? Really? Is a political game that I do not have taste for. In short, you are right. Things are declining. I have an interview for a position as a technician in a hospital lab, and I plan on abandoning my goal of becoming a neuroscientist. Well, I don't know why you would abandon becoming a neuroscientist. What about becoming a neurosurgeon? I mean, I could be wrong, but isn't it just as hard to become a neuroscientist as it is a neurosurgeon? Now, I know it's harder to become a surgeon than a scientist because of all the requirements and all that. But in terms of brain power, if you're getting a 4.0 in neurology, you obviously have the ability to become a doctor or a surgeon or neurosurgeon by naming less money. And there you get the fuck you attitude. Not while you're going to school. It's when you get your doctorate and you become a doctor, and then you say, hey, you're paying me fuck you money because I'm like the new fucking Ben Carson. I was hoping that you could offer some suggestions regarding how I can get myself out of debt. I would like to concentrate on what matters other people rather than the pursuit of a horrible career. Thanks for your time. I would prefer to remain anonymous if you choose to make a video. Context. All right, look, dude, here's the thing. Just go join the military. You have your degree. Wait, do you have your degree? No, that's right. You couldn't get into your PhD program if you didn't have an undergrad. Regardless, actually, that wouldn't even change my opinion. Get your ass into the military. If you already have a degree, an undergrad degree, which I'm presuming you do it, not that phlebotomy bullshit, but your degree in psychology or something, you can maybe start off as an officer. You will get free food, clothing, and shelter. They will pay you. You could, if you get officer pay, that's good. If not, get yourself into officer training school. Aim to become an officer. Do whatever it is they become an officer. Get your fucking officer pay, and then pay off that $39,000 in the 3 to 4 years. This will also make you focus, young man. It will make you focus the fuck up, because 9 years floating around like a fucking twig in a river, and a small twig with a leaf even attached to it, completely helpless. You're doing horrible because you're lacking focus. And it seems like anytime there's like some kind of like slight problem, you abandon it. Now, you were doomed to phlebotomy. Why don't you just go and become like assisted RN nurse, like take the blood? Why don't you do that? Why don't you go and work that? That's a skill, at least. It's not a great one. It's, you know, like changing oil. Anyone can kind of do it, but it's a skill. You got your certification. Why don't you go and work? Your psychology degree. Why don't you get a doctorate in psychology? All right, there you can open up your own practice. I mean, yeah, it's going to take a lot of you. But then you're going to become a neuroscience. But then you opened your mouth and blabbed on about politics in an academic setting. You fool. All right, you suck the almighty Democrat dick in academia. That's what you do. And then when you're out and you have your doctorate and they can't take it away, you go, I was a Republican all the time. Fuck you, dick fuckers. And now you don't know now you're going to abandon the PhD. You know what? You need a swift kick in the ass so you learn to focus. You learn the world is not perfect and there is no perfect path. There is none. So out of all those options, I think in your doctorate in psychology would be the easiest of them. You could just open up a shop. And that's an entire bullshit field. You can just tell people wherever the fuck they want. Oh yeah, it's your mom, it's your dad. Oh, you got the ADHD. Oh, you got the Asperger's. Oh, you got the dyslexia. Oh, it's the gout. Oh, it's the cramps. Whatever. You can tell them when you can write books about how it's not your fault, and the dopes, the sheep, they'll buy it. It's not your fault, by you. PhD, psychologist, professional, genius. Oh, blame everything on white males. Blame everything on your mother. Oh my God. And then you're on Oprah's book list, and then boom, you're done. I think a neurosurgeon, that'd be certainly a much more strenuous, but a much more intellectually rewarding way to go. I think maybe if you haven't fucked up too badly in academia, if you still want to become a neuroscientist, maybe you could do that, but you're going to have to tolerate the politics and leftist bullshit of academia. But in the meantime, you got $39,000 in debt. You haven't graduated with jack shit. With anything that's going to be employed. Why don't you please join the military, make some fucking bank. You'll get some focus. You have a lot of you time to sit there and think about what you want to do in your life. And then they will pay for your master's or your PhD. And then Lord Almighty knows that you could be a career soldier. You could be the military could be your career. You could find, I like being a psychologist. And you actually talk to men and women who need it, who might have seen battle and actually have real problems, not these faggoty fucks over in the Soviet. My son, he isn't too good in me. He spelled is one time S-I. I think he's dyslexic. Oh my God, give him money. You know, like, you don't have to deal with that. You have to deal with, like, the guy who had his arm blown off. That might be a little bit more important. So that's where you can help people. So that's my opinion. But if you don't join the military, you have got to focus. And you got to select something that's going to pay. Simple thing you can do. Go to Bing. Type in BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, and then the title of the job that you want, and see what the starting salary is. And that'll tell you whether or not it's worth going to getting your PhD or your master's. Anyway, best of luck to you. Toodles.